Welcome to the trash pit. Zach has daddy issues. Let's get into it.
Alright, cool. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, sure, let's talk.
Yeah, I'm into it. Whatever. Dude, my therapy session isn't until next week. You want to fucking do it for free? Let's do it for free. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, we got a therapy session going right now.
Alright, sick. So, Daddy never loved me enough, and Mommy was never proud of me. And as such, you know, that's how it
Turned
goes.
into a real trash boy.
Yeah, it was.
Your dad loved you so much that he bought you World of Warcraft for himself.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, happy birthday. Here's World of Warcraft. You can only play for 2 hours a day, but I can stay up until midnight. It's fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
me too.
Thanks,
I mean,
Dad.
the fact that your dad played Diablo 2 with me when I was in like grade 6.
Yeah, he liked you more than he liked me.
Right.
So, as you obviously already know, Zach is here. And this week we have Tyler and Trevor as well. And we don't have a guest this week.
Suck
Good.
it, guest
I'm
number.
glad. More airtime for me. It's all about me. This is my podcast.
Okay, I'll just leave that.
Okay. I mean, I have a cat here.
With our first segment, as usual, we are going to be doing weird news. Weird news for this episode is going to be coming from South Korea. As all of us are pretty nerdy boys, I think we will all be able to appreciate this pretty well.
I identify as a pretty nerdy boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like pretty, like good looking, or like pretty as in like
Both?
you're quite.
I'm very
nerdy boy.
attractive. Conventional.
It's true. No one can see me. I'm very attractive as well.
You
What
guys
are the
just
odds?
trust me on this one.
Yeah, don't go looking for anything. Just trust me. I'm extremely attractive.
A beautiful boy.
So, South Korean parents are hiring muscular, tattooed men to pose as fake uncles to protect their kids from bullies at school.
I thought this was going to go somewhere else. I thought it was going to be they're protecting their daughters from fucking. And I was like, I thought they needed people to start fucking.
No,
over there.
no, that's
No, that's
Japan.
Japan.
Oh,
But
Korea's
as very
Okay.
nerdy boys, we have all been bullied at some point.
Not even
No.
once.
Maybe
No.
not Trevor.
No, Trevor's the only one. Trevor's been fine.
He's fine.
Trevor's just walked around decking kids who look
You know
at
what?
him.
I could have used
No.
a big, strong Yakuza uncle
Yeah.
to stop someone from picking me up and fracturing my tailbone. That would have been cool.
I just want a big, strong Yakuza uncle now. I just want a big, strong Yakuza uncle
Hold
to show
on.
up and be like, hey, yo.
How much is my Yakuza uncle?
Yeah.
So there are actually 3 packages
Okay.
that range from $450 to $17.90 a day.
Wait, in US dollars?
In US dollars.
That's
Yes.
not bad.
What?
So
17, no, wait, $17.90 isn't $17.90.
no, $1,790.
Oh,
What
fuck
the-
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No.
$450 to $1,790 a day. So there's 3 different packages. There's the uncle package, where a man in his 30s or 40s will walk the student to and from school and just warn the bullies off. It's the little
Holy
pussy
shit.
package.
Hold on.
For $500.
For $500 fucking dollars,
Yeah.
I get to hold
day.
hands with a big beefy boy
No.
who says,
It's not even a beefy boy. It's just a 30 to 40-year-old.
No.
No, they are all like big, like tough dudes.
And
Okay.
tattooed.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, I
that's-
thought that's what the low package was. You don't get the
No,
rough-looking uncle.
Oh,
you just
you
get
s-
a regular guy.
You still get the rough-looking uncle, but all he does is just walk you to and from school and just like tells the bullies like, "Hey, fuck off."
That's
Yeah,
so
and
much
then you get to
money.
school and you get your ass whooped because
Pretty
your
much.
strong
That's
uncle
why.
is...
Yeah.
That's why there's the next package.
Will he beat up my bullies?
No, this one is called the evidence package. Which
Oh.
He breaks into the bully's house and leaves incriminating photos of them.
He fucks their mom, takes pictures of it, ruins the bully's life. He goes down a spiral, kills himself. Problem solved.
There you go. Easy peasy.
For the low cost of?
It actually doesn't say the exact cost of this one. This is, I would assume it's like the middle ground, like probably like 900.
What the fuck's the
But-
expensive ground if the middle ground is fucking their mom and breaking up a home?
No, we
I
made
mean,
up
but
that
that's
part.
not actually what
okay.
happens.
We made up that part, Tyler.
Yeah.
What a little
The-
carried away there.
The evidence package offers an upgrade where the uncle will film the bullies in action and present the findings to the school.
What?
Under this deal, he will threaten to make the video public if there's no remedial action.
I could do
What?
that.
Yeah.
all you
I
need
would-
is a shitty friend who doesn't actually help you and just films you when you get the shit.
Hey, Caleb, I saw you watching me get beat up for 20 minutes and you had your phone. Can you show that? Can you send that to me on Facebook?
But see, under this package, you're getting this big, like, fucking buff
Yeah.
tattoo dude to, like, bully your principal into making this bully.
Here's the thing,
Get in shit.
South Korean parents, I will do this exact same thing for $70 a kid, because it's just me filming and then walking into the school and being like, hey, this kid was beating up this kid. I will make it public.
This
if
is
you
real
don't.
easy money.
Like,
so
this
far.
is the easiest
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That should be the cheapest one. That should be like $100.
Also-
He just stands there with a camcorder.
Much less cool than fucking the kid's mom.
Yeah.
No, but you have to pay the overhead cost of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not just.
It's a one-time cost.
He has one in his
Oh, no,
pocket.
wait a
They
minute.
don't need
What-
to know that.
What about all the bail my company's gonna have to pay because I'm a 40-year-old man
Filming.
filming children beating the shit out
At
of
the
each other
playground.
at the playground?
Don't worry, it's fine. You're the kid's uncle.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't
That's
you
for your
doing?
home videos.
Yeah, you're right. No uncle has ever done something creepy.
Never.
Never, not even once.
So that brings us to the chaperone package, which is the most expensive one, which deploys the more high-profile tactic of visiting the bully's parents at their workplace and publicly shaming them for raising shitty kids.
Nice.
Okay, so then they'll beat the bully, who will in turn come to my kid's school
And kick
and
the
just
shit out
kick
of my
the
kid
shit
harder.
out of him for
Hey.
embarrassing his parents at their workplace.
Your uncle embarrassed my parents who
And they
beat
took it out on me, so I'm
gonna
taking it
beat
out
you
on
up
you.
more.
Yeah.
You just threw away $1,600. You
18.
idiot. Oh,
$1,800.
You threw away tuition at like a cheap college.
Yeah, for a semester.
For
Yeah,
a
for a semester.
half a semester, maybe.
No, this is real cheap. This is Uncle Touchy's puzzle college.
Oh, okay. Maybe you get a discount because you knew the guy.
You fucking hell.
The guy sent you.
What a shit scheme this is.
Yeah,
What the
and
fuck?
apparently it's not illegal. It's in a very morally and legally gray area in South Korea.
Of course it's not illegal.
I don't understand how this is profitable. Who goes in there and goes like, yeah, that seems reasonable. These are great rates. You could just fucking pay little
You
Jimmy.
literally take a day off work and do it yourself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you would lose less money than you're spending.
Wait.
I mean, you're probably not as intimidating looking, but
Yeah.
You could go to the gym and get a bunch of steroids and just do this yourself for your own kid.
for life.
This is the problem with parents nowadays.
They don't take
Oh,
matters
no.
into their own hands.
Not taking matters into
All
their
they're
own
learning
hands.
is if you pay someone enough money, they'll do anything.
Yeah, but that's true. That's just science.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but it's not a good thing to be teaching.
Yes,
How
it
old
is.
are these kids?
Bullying age. So
Well, yeah, like middle school,
Anywhere up to
elementary.
18.
Yeah.
maybe older. Wait, could I do this for a university student?
Yeah. If
That's
I
the only
hire,
one that
wait,
seems
if
like
I
they're
hire
right.
the uncle and I'm going to, like, if I'm being bullied by someone who's over 18, will they beat the shit out of the person because it's no longer like?
Will they
It
hold?
doesn't
Assaulting a
say, but I
child?
hope so.
Will they hold my hand and walk me to class?
They will hold your hand and walk you to school.
Nice.
Well, here's the thing. I would pay the $1,800 if I could just hire somebody to come in and just fucking choke slam my bully for me. This was a plot of, I think it was American Dad or something, where he finds his dad's bully to beat the shit out of his dad. So yeah, if I could just get a bigger guy to come in and just kick the shit out of my 16-year-old bully and just absolutely destroy him as a person. Yeah, I'd pay $1,800 for
That's
that,
fair, yeah.
probably. However, $1,800 for him to go to my bully's house and be like, no, no, no. No, 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 you have a bad kid. No, no, no.
$1,800 shames his parents in the workplace. So
Yeah.
it would be fantastic if you're dealing with a university kid who's just kind of like, yeah, I live alone. My parents are retired.
Yeah. Listen, do you know what? If you care about your kids, just bully them yourself. That's how you get them to be tougher.
Yeah, we learned from earlier. If you bully your kids, they become the bully.
Yeah.
And then they don't need to worry about bullying or being bullied. And then if kids tell the teachers don't do shit anyway. So your kid just gets off scot-free.
Yeah. Do you know what, South Korean parents, have you ever thought but turning off the TV, sitting your kids down, and hitting them. Because that might be the solution you're looking for.
Thanks, Bender.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I have a would you rather. Which is, of course, would you rather marry a flat earther
Oh,
or marry an anti-vaxxer?
flat earther.
Flat earther.
I mean, if you marry the anti-vaxxer, she's probably gonna die quicker than the flat.
No. She's vaccine. She just doesn't want to vaccine your kid. So
Well, I
it's-
don't plan on having any kids.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
But here's where I think of it. With the flat earther, her stupidity affects herself.
Right.
With the anti-vax woman,
Yeah.
Well, we
the
don't know for you,
stupidity
Corey.
also affects your children.
Corey, what happens
Yeah.
if it's an anti-vax dude that you're marrying? Is that fine?
No,
'Cause you're
that's
not-
still not
Because
okay.
you're not having kids.
That
presumably.
it still wouldn't. I would much rather marry an idiot who believes that the Earth is flat than an idiot who thinks that
I
vaccines cause
once
autism.
worked with an anti-vaxxer.
Were they also
And
flat earth?
As a no, I don't think so.
I would assume that the crossover for those groups would be
Pretty
pretty
big,
high.
yeah, probably.
So one of my arguments against him was polio, because like we don't deal with that shit anymore
Yeah.
because everyone got vaccinated.
Yeah, no,
and I said,
it's because it doesn't exist because Big Pharma is just fake.
no, that wasn't even his excuse. He said, so I said, so then how did we create a polio vaccine and now the disease is eradicated?
Yeah.
His rebuttal, well, everyone got it, so that's the only reason it worked.
I'm
And
sorry.
that's the whole point.
Hold on.
That's kind of what vaccines are.
I was like, yes, thank you for proving my point. That not getting vaccines puts people in danger.
So everyone who got their flu shot this year,
Yeah, I didn't.
no, I didn't either.
all talk.
I did last year.
All talk from these boys. I bet you Zach and I are the only ones who did. Zach, you're a real piece of shit.
Oh, I know. I normally actually no, I did get it this year.
Oh, okay.
I
good
did get it this year. My work turned to me and said, "You get your
I
vaccine."
figured your work would make you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said you get it. And I went, you know what?
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it. I don't want those old people dying of influenza
Yeah.
because of me. I want them to die of influenza
Because
just
of Trevor
randomly,
and Corey.
just because they got it.
Whoa.
Trevor, how
I
does it
would-
make you feel knowing that you might have killed
You're
multiple senior
about your-
citizens?
I wouldn't kill people
What
by
if
not
you-
getting vaccinated. Because
Yeah.
even though you're vaccinated, you still carry the disease.
Yeah, what happens if you accidentally killed your gam?
Yeah, your Grant.
Yeah, your pop.
Rough.
Your pop.
Because you had the flu and he went, oy vey.
Well, then that's
I'm so.
he would have gotten it
old."
because he wasn't vaccinated. Then,
I mean, you don't know that.
well, when you're vaccinated, you can still carry the disease.
Yeah, I know, but there's a certain amount
You
of.
just don't get affected by it.
Yeah, but there's a certain amount of stuff that
I guess.
it lowers the chance.
Science.
Weird science. I don't know. I think
The
I just-
germ gremlins eat it.
Yeah, yeah. The vaccine gremlins eat the germs and that's what gets rid of them.
Oh
yeah.
wait, that's how it works. They eat the germs and they spit out the autism.
Yes.
That's the byproduct of,
Yeah,
Of-
that's like
of
the
vaccine gremlins.
It's the fecal matter.
All right, so I still think I'd rather marry someone who's an anti-vaxxer than a flat earther. Because anti-vaxxer... No, because here's the thing. Vaccinations have been around for 200 years-ish.
Maybe.
More or less, I'd say.
I think
Yeah.
a little bit
A
less.
little
think
bit
it
less, but
was.
around there. And I understand being able to be like, well, the body can fight it off itself. Ooh, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we're doing too many vaccines. Like, I can at least rationalize, like,
Someone.
listen, you're an idiot, but I understand kind of sort of why you think that. We've known
Yeah.
that the Earth is round since like 3,700 BC. Like some Greek philosophers figured this shit out.
Don't you know that was just the predecessors of NASA and it's just all some
Oh.
big hoax?
Yeah, NASA, more like never a straight answer. Anyway, like anti-vaccinations, like not everyone is a scientist. I understand misinformation and people being retarded.
Yeah.
Because of the autism from too many vaccines.
And don't forget, Corey, you're forgetting this one key part. nothing is stopping you from sneaking your kid to a doctor and
true.
getting them vaccinated without the other parent's consent.
I mean, you'll get divorced, but it never said you couldn't get divorced.
Yeah.
Oh,
You had to marry them.
that's fair.
But I'd argue you can't choose to get divorced. They have to divorce you.
Yes.
Because otherwise that's cheating.
Which is
Easy.
fine, because
Easy.
you
Yeah, get
just
your kids
vaccinate your
vaccinated.
kids, and then you're like, oh yeah, honey, no vaccines in this house.
I just like, but the flat Earth
What's
one,
that?
like
Not on your own.
heroin.
Oh, good.
Oh my goodness. But the flat earther one is just like, listen, there's some basic fucking rules about the universe here. All right, I don't want to blow your mind or anything, but it's round. It's 100% round though.
I mean, but
I've been
even
in
flat
a
earthers
plane.
believe that it's round. But it's
It's-
flat
it's-
and round. There's the ice wall around the edges.
Listen,
There's
I've been on a
circular
plane.
That's-
circle.
The
That-
fishbowl
that
lenses,
is-
sorry.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
I've seen satellite images. Oh fuck, they're all doctors.
Zach,
Yeah.
Oh
Zach,
shit.
pilots are paid so much money to never go over those big spooky mountains.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I paid so much money not
Ice
to go
wall.
over the the Atlantic. The Antarctic ice wall.
Yes,
Yeah.
They
yes.
can't
so
do
That's
that,
what.
or
That's
else
the
they
ice wall
won't
that
get all their
surrounds.
money.
Yeah, I mean I've looked at the ocean before and seen it curve on the horizon.
It's just an optical illusion.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, the water messes with your
Oh,
visuals.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, oops, my mistake.
Can't believe you don't know this basic science.
Oops, all flat Earth. But that's just it, right? With an anti-vaxxer, like, there's steps that I could take to, like, get around it, and, like, I can kind of rationalize it, and I don't want kids,
Hold on.
so it lowers that even more. But I can't fucking argue with a flat earther, because in order to believe that, you have to deny so much evidence to get to that point. I couldn't fucking do it.
That's true, yeah.
I have to
I
ask
think I
Corey,
changed my mind.
how die hard are they into this? Are they like, I'm hitting every flat earth conference that I can get to?
Or are they
am
like,
I-
I'm Christian, but I don't go to church?
Somewhere in the middle. They believe it, but they're not going to drag you to all these things. But they will make you watch videos about it every once in a while.
Oof. I don't even like people making me watch videos about normal things.
Yeah, even if they
Wow,
like,
sorry.
hey,
Paul.
I know you like this thing. You want to watch this? I'm like,
Corey, aren't you the one who's been
No.
trying to make us watch Fantasy High for the last, like, 2
Yes,
years?
it is such a fucking good show.
See?
Everybody watch
Yeah,
Fantasy
and
High
also, did
on the
you-
Dropout.tv
We're not getting sponsored.
stream. I don't care. I will
Whoa.
fight tooth and nail for Dropout TV. It is a fantastic streaming service, and Dimension 20 Fantasy High is great. Everyone watch it.
Yeah, but what if they sue you now for using their
Trademark.
trademark without their permission?
Brandon Lee Mulligan wouldn't do that to me.
How do you know?
Well, he's not the one that
Because
tried.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's not the one in charge of College Humor.
Sam Reich would not do that to me.
You don't know that.
He's a nice guy.
You don't know that.
You're
don't
putting
know
a lot
any
of
this.
faith in these people.
I really am.
We didn't think PewDiePie would say the N-word either, but here we are.
I'm trying to.
We are in the darkest timeline.
Yeah.
We have to be careful.
We're in the post-PewDiePie N-word internet.
How
Anything's
many
possible.
famous streamers have dropped that sweet, sweet N-bomb now?
One. PewDiePie.
Was it just PewDiePie?
Do you know what?
I mean, there's
I mean,
probably.
does iDubbbz count? He's a YouTuber, not necessarily a streamer. Because like, he definitely...
Also
yeah,
surprisingly
but, like, he does it to
local,
make a point.
apparently.
What?
Yeah. I think it's iDubbbz who...
iDubbbz is very, very vocal about
No,
how-
local, like fucking here.
No.
His girlfriend lives in our city.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that really narrows it down.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Whatever.
I think we've said before where we're
Yeah.
not going to outright say it, but there you go. If you want to spend 5 seconds
Doing homework.
doing homework,
Just Google who iDubbbz's girlfriend live.
and then there'll be a bunch of people saying the N-word, and then you move past that.
I'd just like to point out that we've gone way off the rails. What's
What
the
were we
final?
talking
What's
about?
the final tally for the Would You
Oh
Rather?
shit, that's right.
Anti-vaxxer.
I also pick anti-vaxxer.
I also pick anti-vaxxer now.
I think I'm going to change mine to anti-vaxxer
Yeah,
as well.
right.
Yeah.
It's the denial of
Because it's like if you try to argue with a flat earther, you'll be like, "Would you eat my cupcake?" I'd be like, "I didn't." Like, well, it's gone. There's icing on your lip. I didn't do it.
On that note,
Yeah,
I
like-
think recently I read like an article or something that the World Health Organization said anti-vaxxers are one of the biggest threats to current global health. So you know,
Oh yeah,
I believe
yeah.
it.
you're
Yeah.
welcome.
polio's coming back, so I mean,
Measles.
Nice.
Yep, that too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move into the next segment here. This one is a little bit of a thinker.
I'm glad we ended that last one on such a high note, too, by the way. Polio's bad. That's one.
All right, on to the
All
next
right, next,
one.
enough of that shit.
We just fade out. Do 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 do. It's like, now this next one's a real thinker, guys.
Would you rather polio or scarlet fever?
So this is a new segment idea that I've come up with.
Oh, no.
It's called Paint Me a Picture. I have a scenario, and I would like you guys to paint me a picture of the world where that scenario
It's not very,
is a thing.
Yeah,
it's not
can't
very
do-
good in an audio
This is an
format.
audio medium.
You're not
just
painting. You're not literally fucking painting
Well-
a picture. You're telling me.
Then call it describe a picture. God, Corey.
Describe a scene.
God,
Paint me
Describe
some
the video
words.
for
You guys hear the shit we have to put up with this fucking producer over here? Son of a bitch.
Paint me a picture.
Oh, no.
Humans have discovered how to outsource their bodily functions. Describe that world.
We did it in
Perfect.
the last podcast when we talked about the Harry Potter plumbing.
Oh, it's magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Harry Potter. I'm done. You're welcome.
Oh, I just assume. Hey, you've played the game Portal before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just lots of little blue portals, like on your butthole.
No.
Wait, so outsourcing.
This
are
is-
we
this
actively
is a-
paying someone to?
Yes, this is a world where you can outsource your bodily functions to like another person. Like that becomes like a job.
Hold
Oh,
on.
The way that I see this world is that there's like professional shitters.
Yeah, no. The way the world
I
works
could
is
do real good at that
I'm
job.
now king of the shitters, and I just sit on my massive golden throne, raking in money as I'm just constantly shitting.
Just shitting for everyone else.
Yeah.
Corey, I have a question.
Yes.
We've outsourced biological functions. Yes.
Yes.
Could I sell my orgasms?
Whoa.
I'm gonna say yes. Yeah.
So I could right when I'm about to come, I hit that button. That cum go. That
I hit that button. Wait, that's like that shitty meme. You press the nut.
no, sorry.
The nut button.
I still ejaculate, but that orgasm.
You
that,
feel nothing.
I feel nothing at all. But someone else,
Existential
they
dread.
feel that great, fantastic orgasm. Like, oh yeah, that was worth $10.
Yeah,
Does this
exactly.
mean I can experience a female orgasm and a male orgasm at the same
Oh my
time?
You would
God, I
like,
could-
yes.
Shit.
Nice.
Damn.
Damn, this is
Probably though. I feel like if
Wait,
you're
can I experience both of those while I'm still shitting for everyone else?
I mean, you would probably have to pay to experience the orgasms, but you'd be getting paid to shit for everyone else.
Yeah,
Also-
so you just trade your shits for orgasms.
Yeah.
That's the perfect economy. Also, wait a minute. Wait a
The
minute.
invisible hand of the market has done it again.
You said all of my bodily functions, right?
Any and all.
So what you're telling me is if I had enough money, I could live forever as my body enters into stasis because somebody else's heart is beating for me. Because that's what's going to happen.
It's
If you can
my-
outsource everything, fucking Jeff Bezos is going to be 5,000 years old.
Yes,
with
farms of
He'll be
like
like a
4
lich,
children.
dude.
just shit tons of children everywhere, just like their kidneys rupturing as he's just
shit.
eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew, the ripe old age of 9,000 years old.
hold on, is the sleeping camp? Could I pay people to sleep for me?
Absolutely.
Wait,
It's any and all bodily functions, anything like that.
wait a minute.
You could sleep your entire life.
I could sleep my entire life
And shit.
while I'm sleeping. Double the money.
But
You
you
just have to
wouldn't,
pay-
you wouldn't be awake to use the money.
Well, no, because
You just do it until you're 65 and then retire.
No, it's like a job. So you do it Monday to
9
Friday.
to 5.
There you go.
Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, maybe 24/7 if I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Can I pay someone else
To lose weight
to have
for
their
you.
body just process my fat for me?
Yes.
This is turning into some weird scenario where there's just like a guy goes to the gym for 27 hours a day, paying somebody some of his paycheck so he doesn't have to sleep or eat to just lose other people's fat for them because he loves
It
working
sounds
out
like a
that
fucking
hard.
weird Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like this
shit.
anymore.
Yeah,
This
it's,
is-
it's
this
kind of
is-
like that Black Mirror episode where they had to like exercise for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fine when it was just like someone poop for me. It's less fine when we're doing all bodily functions because then it just turns to like, could I sell my sight to a blind man
Yes.
Yeah.
for chunks of time?
Yeah.
You could have
Cool.
read your vision.
I mean, yeah, because like there's got to be blind people who are like, my daughter's getting married today, and I'm like, great, that's $50,000. And they go, no, and I go, well, then you're not fucking seeing her, huh?
Well, then you shouldn't have told me she was getting married. I would have.
I would have done it for a quarter of the price.
That's why you
Now
don't
who's an
don't
asshole?
ask for marriage vision. You just ask for.
Special event vision.
There you go.
Halloween
I'm going
party
to see a
vision.
movie.
Yeah. I really want to see Titanic too.
I can't tell if this is utopian or dystopian.
The second one
It's
by
second
far.
By far. It would move us past this boring dystopia we currently live in into a full-blown, like, young adult fantasy novel dystopia.
It's like Ender's Game with more shitting.
Our
No,
hero
it
is like, I want complete body autonomy. It's like, you can't do that. You need someone to poop for you from Section 7.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you just
God.
write a really, really, really persuasive blog post, and it changes everybody's minds, just like Ender's Game.
I don't think that's what happened in Ender's
I
Game.
thought Ender...
Also, how would you like advertise that? Is it like a marketplace, or will you have to put up billboards? You're like, this is my anus. Choose my anus to
It's-
shit for you.
It's just like those guys at like hockey games and stuff who are walking around with the beer, like, beer here.
Shit's here. Sure, shit's here.
God, I don't know how those guys do that every night, though. Like, their
I don't
voices...
think they do it every night.
They do.
They
I don't
do-
think there's a hockey game every night. I don't think they travel from
There's-
arena to arena.
There's events more nights of the week than there isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty nuts. Like, Corey and I worked in the same place, and those guys, you could hear them anywhere.
Yeah, from anywhere.
We're not going to scream beer at our
I
lovely
will.
audience here.
Well, if I scream it at
Or
them,
our
will
lovely
they...
neighbors over here, I guess.
That's not neighbors.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
then
a
it's
wall.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That is a wall. Correct. That is wall.
So this next segment here is gonna be real fucking dumb.
Perfect.
Like most of them.
Yeah.
Like most of them, but this one a little bit more. It's very straightforward. You have to remove 50% of your body parts.
Yes.
What do you remove?
All of them.
Jesus Christ.
Wait. 50% by mass?
My mass or number?
50% by mass, we'll say.
50% by mass, I'm getting rid of...
That doesn't count.
Damn it, fuck you.
Alright, I'm getting rid of both of my legs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping my junk.
I'm gonna call that 35% so far.
I have big legs.
I'm gonna call that 35%.
Have you seen his thighs?
Come on.
This is a great visual gag.
Guys,
They thick.
yeah, if you picture my thighs, just picture two mighty oaks. Side by side.
Two great redwoods.
Two mighty oaks betwixt which you could crush like 6 watermelons.
Now, guys, if you want to see my thighs, you ever get like a yogurt tube and kind of squish it around?
Oh wait, if we're going for how it looks, have you guys ever seen cottage cheese before? I would still remove, even though apparently it doesn't count for mass.
Yeah, just get rid of most of my fat.
Most of my fat.
Okay.
Because if we get rid of my fat, then that takes me down. I actually have no fat on my legs, which would bump it up to about 50% because they're that much bigger than my body, so I'm going to remove both legs. And because I'd remove the pinky and the ring finger on each hand, and then that part of the hand as well, I guess, because you don't need it at that point, really.
Yeah.
Shrink my hands a little bit. I think that's putting me closer to about 50%.
How
It's a
important are
48.
your ears?
Oh, you're going to call it 48?
48%.
I'll get rid of my
48.
forearms and just have it so like my hands are attached at the elbow. I'll be like a little T-Rex guy walking
wait,
around.
is it surgically removed or magically removed?
Let's say magically removed.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God. This would be
okay.
horrible otherwise.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to also remove one kidney
Yes, that's practical.
That'll bump you to 50.
and half my liver, because that grows back.
There you go. That's a little bit above 50. A little bit overachiever. but
Okay,
you
then
got
I'm
it.
also
There
going to
you
keep
go.
my dong.
Okay,
I thought you
yeah,
were
there
already
we go.
keeping your dong.
Well, I'm adding an extra one. It's magic. But I will keep my dong and my butt for sitting, but get rid of the legs.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's fair.
compromise.
I'll call that 50%. Yeah.
I've never seen someone without legs, but with a butt before.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
yeah, I mean, I assume they have one, but you're never in an opportunity to see someone without legs as
just
butt.
a little bit of butt. Just a little.
Like, just some
Just,
cushions.
just some cushion for sitting.
All right,
Thanks.
Trevor, walk me through your 50%.
I'd also do legs.
Oh man, if we get rid of our legs, then we can fly like Star Fox. That's
Hell
nice.
yeah, dude.
Think about it. Because that's the only reason he's.
I get rid of my forearms because I don't really need the full length of my arm if I have no legs. Because
Your
I'll just be
hand.
at home on the
wrists.
computer.
You don't have wrists. Though.
No, the wrist gets moved to my elbow. Functionally, it is the same. I just
No,
have
it's not.
half arms.
How would you put a shirt on?
He would.
I wouldn't. I would just. Dude, if I'm getting rid of half of my body mass, I'm sitting at home playing video games for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
not-
Yeah, fair enough.
What do I get out of this?
Nothing. You have
What?
to do it. You have to do it.
It's this
You're
or
forced
death.
to do it.
Well then,
No. You just,
No, it's just you have
you
to.
have to do it.
You are
Otherwise,
compelled.
Otherwise, they'll pick for you.
Oh, damn.
oh, that's
Okay. If I got rid of my eyebrows, how much percentage does that count?
well, for you.
Well,
easily 20%.
I'm gonna say that your legs and your forearms are gonna count as 45%.
Oh, okay.
So go from there.
One eye, so you can wear a cool eye patch.
I'm gonna count that
Oh, shit.
47% you're at.
And I don't need depth perception if I'm just looking at a monitor for my
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah.
You guys, you're missing ears. You don't really need the floppy.
Yes,
ears.
Oh, I could get rid of my teeth so I have dentures.
There you
can
go.
replace those.
50%.
Actually,
There you go.
I do need my ears because them and my eyebrows are the only good parts of my body, and if I got rid of those, I'd be real.
Oh
sad.
yeah, you actually do have nice ears.
Yeah.
Nice. I never knew that about you.
Ears and eyebrows. That's all I have.
There. Now you see, these guys have been trying too hard. I would get my head removed because I wouldn't want to live this fucking miserable life.
No. The problem is it's magic, so your head is still alive and totally
Yeah,
functional.
you're just
Holy shit, that would be so rad.
you're
though.
like Nixon's butler in Futurama.
Agnew?
Agnew, yeah.
No, because he still has to get rid of another 50%. Wait a minute.
You're a lesser Agnew.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. If it's magic, you could just cut your body literally in half.
Oh my god. That would be so
You would
rad.
only have half your brain.
You only
And
need
half your brain. That's not fucking true.
It
you
is.
know
It is.
If you get half your brain cut out at like an early enough age,
It's fucking
your
terrifying.
other half can develop to pick up for the slack.
Yeah, and it's magic.
Corey,
so
there's
go
some
fuck
weird
yourself.
shit with separating brain hemispheres. Like, there'll be some dumb shit where they do the cutty cuts, and it's just kind of like, they'll be like, hey, what do you want to eat for food? There's some porridge and some cereal there. And you'll be like, I want some cereal. But you'll just start fucking eating porridge.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fucking
so
weird.
terrifying.
If-
Who's in my brain? Which one of you fuckers?
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where there's the idea that we have two kind of consciousnesses, but only one side of the brain has a language portion. So you have half of you is mute and can't control things, and is locked inside your head as a prisoner. So as soon as they cut the tie that like shackles him, now you're two people. But only half of you can communicate, and the other half just does whatever the fuck it wants.
It's
That's
like,
fucking cool.
it'd be like,
Yeah.
hey Corey, I like you. You're pretty cool. And then I just clock you in the face. I'm like, I don't know
Nice.
why I did that, as I'm beating you up.
I don't mean it.
So, what are you doing, Tyler? How will you destroy yourself?
I kind of, it's half by mass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fat doesn't count, though. I just took mine away for fun, apparently.
And by magic.
Yes.
This is going to be hard to visualize, you guys. Bear with me. Now imagine the letter T.
Okay.
Okay.
Now imagine legs are gone. I still have my dick. I still have my butt. And then you just kind of carve my ribs and chest out. Keep my arms. Keep my head. By mass, probably in the clear. I'm a cool, weird T-boy.
No, I feel like you're...
So you're just like you're
so you like
just a
shave off
spine.
the sides of your.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we kept
torso?
alive by magic no matter what?
Yes.
Not no matter what.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the judgment on that. to
Okay, because
myself.
if that was the case, I would just leave my head and reduce everything else to a skeleton. Just walk around as a creepy bone man.
Oh,
Clickety clack.
Do you
Here
feel
comes my
pain?
sack, and I'll just walk around with a big sack full of stuff all the
Oh,
time.
that'd be great. You couldn't feel pain. Your pain
Yeah.
receptor. Oh,
I
man,
could
your nerves.
I could become the world's greatest UFC fighter.
nice.
Because how can you do a hold on something that just dislocates and then rotates around?
You just pop your shoulder off and you're like,
Also, how would you find anyone in your weight class?
Yeah, who else weighs 30 pounds here? Just me? I win. Ultra
World champion.
Yeah, ultra featherweight.
All right,
we did it.
What are you doing?
we
Corey?
did it.
Oh,
Oh, what?
shit.
What am I doing?
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So I did a normal answer. Trevor turned into a T-Rex.
Hell yeah, dude.
Tyler turned into the
What?
ultimate T-posing man to show his dominance.
I am going to remove my legs, but not my feet. My arms, but not my hands.
Are you
and
gonna be
my
Rayman?
neck.
It was going to be a penguin.
I'm just gonna be a torso with like 2 arms attached at the
And
shoulders.
2 feet.
Sorry, 2 hands attached at the shoulders and 2 feet attached at the
You
hip,
couldn't walk with
and
your feet.
no neck. And I would just
You
waddle.
couldn't walk with your
I'd
feet.
prefer to imagine you as Rayman.
Oh, Zach, he doesn't walk. Imagine like a teetering motion, like you're
Yeah,
sliding a
oh,
shelf over.
he's
so
a
he just-
Wibblewobble.
Yeah, he's a Wibblewobble.
Yeah, that's how penguins
He's a wibble
do.
get hit but don't fall down.
That's me.
Gross.
So we're gonna move into our last segment of the night here, or day, depends on when you're listening to this.
Whoa, covered.
Yeah.
Oof,
Dodge that bullet.
Yeah, oh,
Oh,
that got close.
Actually, I'm listening to this at 2 in the morning.
Shit. Fuck. Shit.
Oh no.
or morning.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
got
Asterix.
You could be listening to it while you drink your afternoon tea.
If
Who knows?
if you're lost in the timeless void, you know,
Works there too.
whatever.
Yeah, as long as you've got an internet connection, you know.
If you are listening from the timeless void, what up? It's cool to have one of the great old ones in here.
What's it like up there, bud?
How can we visit you?
Do we want to? Probably not.
Please don't twist my mind into some horrible wreck so I turn into a cultist. Thank you.
What's our next segment, please?
Yeah, what's our next segment?
So our next segment here is I got a scenario for you guys.
Okay.
So, a man has built a machine capable of accurately simulating reality. It is infallible in its creation, and you would likely never know that it's a simulation. This man offers for you to completely build out your own world. Describe your ideal reality.
This one, but I'm rich and even more conventionally attractive.
I will take Tyler's and add the caveat. There is significantly less human suffering, and also I just have like a big mech. Just like a big Gundam mech.
I was almost gonna tell you, wow, Zach, you're a good person, but
Well, no, it is. There's less human suffering. There's still some, because without some, we don't get art and that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But big Gundam mech,
I'm
where I
nice.
can rule as president, like in what is that? Metal Wolf?
I think so.
Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Metal Wolf
yeah,
Chaos.
yeah.
I want that. I want that.
Where
suit.
you're the president of the
I'm the
United States.
president. No, of the world in this one,
Oh, okay.
right? And then I just have a big,
Giant wolf.
giant wolf mech.
Zach, you're forgetting one thing.
Mm.
So we got reduced suffering.
Yeah.
You're loaded.
Yeah.
More conventionally attractive.
Yeah. Big
Wolf
Mac.
mech president.
Yeah, yeah.
Magic is a thing. Only you have it.
Ooh, no, that's a lot of power.
Nah.
That's
I don't-
That's
They
cheating.
say no man should have all this power, but I disagree.
Great.
You know
quoting-
what they say about power, though.
I don't know. He was quoting the greatest poet, maybe of all time, Yeezy. And as such,
Scoopity boop.
yeah.
Shoot. Woo.
Oh God.
Trevor, what's your ideal reality?
I'm kind of a
I mean,
fucking
Warframe.
nerd. So no.
Pokemon.
No, I think it'd be cool to live in like a Tolkien-esque like fantasy world, but
Hell
with
yeah.
less bullshit evil
Hold
things
on,
going
With
what?
even more Dark Lords.
No, less Dark
So,
Lords,
like-
But
please.
So,
are
like-
you the Dark Lord?
No.
Oh shit! Wait.
So,
a
like,
minute. Can I
fourth
change
era-
my answer?
Fourth era Middle Earth.
Is that pre
Yeah.
Melkor?
That is post Sauron second
Bullshit.
time.
Oh, that's bullshit then. No, we want pre Melkor.
Yeah, like when the Lord of the Rings happened, that's shitty. The world's
That's
kind of
shitty.
in a decline.
No.
Magic's less cool.
I'm
Back
talking
in the
about
day.
after Sauron.
Yeah,
No.
but then there's even less magic.
There's less magic.
And that's bullshit.
Dude,
Yeah, I
think
guess
about
then
it.
like
Yeah,
the elves are
more
leaving
magic,
at that point. And,
You gotta get back in time. When
The
there's
dragons
like
are all dead.
hundreds of Balrogs and shit.
No. We need.
That's rad as
no,
fuck.
no,
bro.
because you go
Yeah, but
right
then
before.
you're dying all the
Yeah.
time.
No, I'm
You
a
go-
Balrog.
No.
Oh,
No. he's right. I want to go back where there's all the Balrog, except I'm my new OC, King Balrog, where I'm twice as big as the rest of them.
The greatest Maiar of them all.
Yes.
No, but yeah,
Big Balrog, yeah.
I think it would be cool to just live in generic medieval fantasy.
Are you telling
Yeah.
me you would be shitty farmer whose wife probably
No,
dies
no,
in
no, no.
childbirth?
He's the main
No,
character.
I'd be a blacksmith. I think it'd be cool to be a blacksmith.
Wait a minute. You know you could just be a blacksmith, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot harder in this day and age.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's much
There's-
easier.
Well, no, but like in terms of like it being
Not really.
Like a traditional blacksmithing instead
yeah.
of like what it is today.
Not really. There's a course at local college that you can do that for like $500 to set up all your stuff, and then you just make artisanal shit and sell it on Etsy.
And just think,
I guess
being a
so.
blacksmith
Like-
in like fucking Tolkien world, whatever, you're just fucking banging out horseshoes.
Yeah,
You just
or-
go-
I like swords and
you
shit.
go-
Not
I-
if you're an elven swordsmith.
I've never met a
I mean,
cool
that's
elf,
okay.
so the last good elf was the one who burnt down all of those ships because he was so mad and decided to kill everyone. That's the last good elf. That was the one and only.
You know,
What
that
an elf-
elf from that book.
No,
the last
it was,
good
it
elf.
was in the Cimmerillion. Who was he? He was the.
I can't remember the name.
Starts with an F.
I don't know.
think.
I tried to read the Silmarillion like 3 times and I fell asleep
Yeah.
each time. I was like,
It depends on which
Well, I
part
mean,
you're reading.
It's like
'cause
fantasy Bible.
Yeah, like
Pretty much.
it's set into like different stories and stuff, and some of them are really interesting, and some of them aren't. Like I really like the creation story
Yeah.
that's in the Silmarillion. Like
I think
it's
it's-
really interesting. It's cool.
I like had recently learned how elves can like see farther in like the Tolkien universe. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just found it. I think it's Feanor.
oh yes, my elf
Feanor
friend
the elf?
Feanor.
Yeah, he was a time. Blah blah blah. He created the Cimmerils,
Mm-hmm.
which were undoubtedly the most precious things.
Fëanor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The things got destroyed, and he got so angry. He essentially just went, "No, do you know what? Fuck Melkor," and then just went in there to try to destroy everything.
Are you sure he wasn't mad because his fucking name is Feanor?
Yes, it's F-E with an umlaut on it.
Oh, it's
A-
Feanor.
Feanor?
Feanor.
Pronunciations
I think that's
in the Lord of the Rings world are a little iffy.
Yeah. But no,
Just
last,
like elves.
last great elf who got so angry and then died that his sons picked up his spirit of vengeance and also died trying to do the last good elf. The rest of them garbage.
That's fair.
That's science.
Well, that's all we have for you this time on the Trash Pit. You can catch us at soundcloud.com/TF Radio for our recordings, or at Trashfire Radio on Facebook for news about the network. Check out our other podcast, Breather of the Unread, every Sunday for spooky stories and terrible fanfic. And tune in next time to hear more about Trevor's boring life as a blacksmith.